Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, and as always, every season here on Rise to War, I usually, guys, give you an update on the season, how it's going. So this is my 14th season. I have never taken a break since the game started. I don't really plan to, because it's fun. I like the game, but it's kind of fun because I love the whole strategy of the original storyline that Tolkien wrote of Middle-earth. So it's kind of fun to see these different strategies coming out with the world, basically. And it's cool to see what happens with different kingdoms made up, you know, like what if this, you know, different alternate reality, basically, right? So I think that's pretty cool. So the coolest things that happen in these battles is honestly the just what happens for the conflict. So basically, if you don't know how this game works, it's basically like a giant risk board. I've talked about it in the past. I'm sure if you've watched my channel, you kind of know about it. There are thousands of players on this map. And I'll kind of tell you where we're at and stuff. We had massive, awesome battles with this team over here. Bank and Debt, their tags, which is kind of funny. And we were kind of allied. They were allied with this group called Dune and another, I think it was basically them. And then it was basically us, our team, which is Team Meat, I think, as our other one, and I forget our other title of our group. Let's see here. Me is our one, and then, oh yeah, and SPQR is their other one title. And then we were allied with Dwarven Axe, are the two groups that are called. And we had a lot of fun, and basically there were massive battles. Blue held us back for a long time, and our team is no slouch here, at least in my group, I guess say. And then Axe went around the back. This purple team was fighting another team that had the Darklands. By the way, this is the new map that they've just added. They've had a new movement system and things like that. I actually like how they split up the map into regions for the Kingdoms game mode like this. I have a couple complaints, maybe, like the fact that Eriador is just this one area. Well, that's not really, this should have been like, I don't know, the northern, like, you could have said the Trollshaws region or something. It sort of says Horwell here, but that's kind of just the area. But Eriador is technically all of these, okay? So don't get confused on that if you play this game. That is kind of an incorrect geography thing that they did there. Technically, this is Eriador, but so is Edowaith, and so is Blue Mountains, and so is Fortawaith. These are all Eriador. This entire left side is Eriador. Kind of like where this entire right side is Rohavanian. Even though they did split north and south Rohavanian, but then they put the east, which makes sense, and the Iron Hills, and Ered Mithrin, which is great. Those are all in the correct places, though. It's kind of like using the term Europe for, you know, just France, right? It's, like, incorrect, because all of the countries in Europe, you know, it can't be just France in, like, one place, right? France is France. Right, we don't say France is Europe, and nothing else is now, right? That's what the weird issue here with Eriador is, for me. Just a wrong terminology. But I do love how they divided things, and they put these, like, defensive passes all over. It's really been a fun season. This season has been so excellent. So again, this is kind of my overview of the season before it's finished. It's been really fun, really relaxing. It's been intense battles. We basically had a huge thing, which if you go look on my Lord of the Rings Rise to War Legacy, which is the same playlist that I'm talking on right now, basically we had a giant combat over the ring with our allies. We basically had like a mock battle thing where we had whoever builds a fort first wins. It was pretty awesome. Now, granted, we were a bit outnumbered, but we fought valiantly, and it was pretty awesome. If you kind of want to see the whole event that happens there, obviously you kind of know the outcome from this video, but it is really fun to kind of see. You can hop around the video if you want, because it was like an hour-and-a-half battle. It was pretty awesome. I went ahead and recorded the whole thing because I was like, I mean, why not? It's pretty awesome, so hopefully that my team enjoys that if some of them want to watch that, the group I'm in. So then basically after that great battle, now we're going to have some more combat. I can't give you particulars on what we're going to be doing because when I release this video, we'll probably be doing it, so I don't want to give away things with... Basically what happens sometimes in this game is that, unfortunately, spy things can happen, right? Just like any strategy game, and there's literally hundreds of people. It's time that's on the line, and problem is, when that happens, all right, when things get leaked and problems, it makes it really bummer for everybody. So because remember, there's literally thousands of people playing, and when you have a team of, our team is like 120 people, and you're trying to like plan a time where most people can be there, because not everyone's always going to be able to make it, and then someone leaks it where now you can't do a sneak attack or something because the enemy knows, it can get a little frustrating. It happened one time with season, but it didn't end up being a big issue with our Dol Guldur fight with somebody. But again, no big deal. Moving on from that, but that happens. So anyway, what we've been doing now is that I think at this point, though, we're going to be battling with a lot of people and just having fun. Again, I can't say too much when the time I release this video, but we'll probably be clearing out, getting some of our old stuff back, things like that, things that I can't say. But it's been really fun, and overall been a fantastic battle. So let me talk about what already has happened. We can look at the rankings here. We're doing pretty good. I was 97 the other day, but people have taken tiles and I went down. But I mean, out of several thousand players, I think that's a pretty good position. We've been pretty good. You can see our groups here. We're right at the top. We've been having a lot of fun. And again, the blue team was a very valiant, very fun team to fight. And really, everyone's really strong. So the biggest teams were most definitely the ones that are still on the map. Blue, us, the three, and the darkish purple here, or reddish purple. Those were like the big, massive, strong teams. I think the darkish purple is probably the strongest because they have the most players, I think, and they have a lot of very powerful players. So that's just the case. And then, again, these guys were fighting another group in there. Technically, Dune, this group, was fighting another group up here that was a Dwarven team, which Sons of Durin. They were up here in this area. And then we also have Lost and Oath, another two kingdoms that were up here, which, unfortunately, since they were right behind us, we had to battle them at the beginning of the season. So basically, we fought them immediately because they created a kingdom right behind us because we were here in Isengard. And we obviously can't be fighting on more than, one front very long, because the combat that happened here at the pass by Moria was intense. I mean, this fight went on for like a month. No kidding. Like, it was craziness. It was absolute craziness, and it was really fun. And then Dune came across and took some of their lands to Oath, and they started attacking us from the north, and then we had to push them back. And then Axe went around the back because they had been fighting here at the Undeep area. Yeah, Undeeps, this cross. So for several weeks as well. So they like sent people around the back and started attacking them from the back. And then I'm not quite sure what happened because suddenly they just started losing their land really quick to Axe. And we kind of like pushed in and took this and kind of set up. And then we took some of these up here. But I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't know if blue kind of was just like, okay, we're taking a break. Or if it's just, that happens sometimes. If a collapse happens in this game, you lose lands and resources, which can kind of hinder you and put you back. Because there's these points of, pincher points, right? Is what I'm trying to say, are really, really, really important and powerful in this new game mode. And it really does help because you can focus your strength and defend one spot instead of like, if you're outnumbered, they can kind of surround you easier, right? It's classic strategy 101. But it's really been cool and awesome. And I've been having an absolute blast this season. And if we go to my base here real quick. All right. These are all kind of, again, our allies. So I haven't taken those tiles as much. But I've gotten pretty good merit. I would have liked to have a little more this season. But again, it was kind of just kind of hard because I had a week or two where I was really, really busy. So I wasn't able to kind of get in position as much. So I made a lot of merit out in the last 2 weeks. But it's been really, really fun, though. It's really cool. And I'm going to have a guide video on the new... They changed the whole HUD setup. So I'm going to make one of those for you as well. So my friends, thanks so much for watching. I will give you another little update on how things are going. But overall, I think everything's good. We have a good relationship still with the Axe and Dobe. And it was a really awesome battle at Dol Guldur. It was super awesome. Super fun. And yeah, it's been really fun. And again, honors to the blue team too, because they've been super awesome, super nice. I haven't seen any drama on this server. It's been really nice. All the teams have been really fun and sportsmanlike, and it's just been really, really awesome. Now again, some of the smaller groups kind of got eaten, but that's always kind of hard, because it's like you can't really like let them be behind you, because that little small group could like really hurt you if you're fighting a big group later. So that's kind of unfortunately what happened to Oath here and stuff. Again, I didn't see them. They seemed very honorable as opponents. I never saw any issues there. Bane is this little tiny group. They've had this one base. They just kind of live over here on the end, which is, I think they're kind of like, we're neutral over here. I think there's a very small fellowship, but it's cool that they're there. And then again, Dune is pretty cool too. Yeah, everyone seems pretty awesome. So anyway, there's a little coverage of what happened this season. Again, we'll have some guide videos for this game coming too soon. I'll see you in the next ones, my friends. Thanks for my wonderful Patreons, and you guys for watching the video and liking and subscribing. I appreciate it greatly. There's that subscribe button. See you in the next one, my friends, and stay happy.